break, Maria, from the wildfires, are they?
Right. It's like a year-round wildfire season. But interesting to talk about the threat for flooding and fires where it's still hot and dry in so many places. The monsoon flow, we've got a lot of sort of moisture-logged showers and thunderstorms that could take shape, and you have that coming over burn scars, and that creates many, many problems. So that's what we have across the West. For us, we're on our way to a really nice next few days. So we've got a couple features. You see the line of clouds and storms that kind of fizzled out. That's the cold front pushing this away. This area of low pressure so close to being a terrible Monday with rain and wind, but looking better and better with each passing hour. Unfortunately, it's just enough to keep the surf zone pretty churned up today. So we do have high risk of dangerous rip currents, even though the weather is going to be beautiful and you want to head to the beach if you can. But pay attention to the lifeguards and the flags from the Jersey Shore, south-facing Long Island beaches and city beaches. We take it down one category, still moderate risk of dangerous currents tomorrow, so something to keep in mind. But again, weather-wise, just looking fantastic. And talk about a beautiful view. I'm going to step out here. You can look at Lake Success and the sun coming up as we look into Nassau County. One thing you get a sense, it's a little muggy. We have high humidity. Islip right now at 67 degrees, dew points in the mid-60s, so that combination with light winds leading to some pretty dense fog out there. We're starting to develop that in through Monmouth and Ocean counties right now. From Westchester and Fairfield counties, 1/8 of a mile visibility in Greenwich, but also Nassau and Suffolk counties. So definitely keep that in mind for the next couple of hours until the sun can get up and do its work. And that front too. We go from high humidity to super, super comfortable by later on this evening. And that sets the tone for the rest of the week. And as far as showers go, if you don't see that sprinkle today, it may not be until Friday where we could pick up some showers, but that may be it for the whole holiday weekend. So some good news all around there. 85 today, west winds 5 to 10, gets more comfortable humidity-wise as the day goes on. Really nice start to the day tomorrow, 64 degrees. We'll end up tomorrow with a lot of sunshine and 80. And as you can see, quiet, crisp mornings too. Temperatures down in the 50s for time this week, but from Friday to Monday, the whole holiday weekend, so far, so good. All right, 6:16 now. Adele, what's going on out there?
Unfortunately, still watching this accident investigation work here on the Bell Parkway. Eastbound, all lanes remain shut down, exit 23 to 24B. The good news is you've got alternates, Queens Boulevard, Grand Central, LIE. Eastbound side of all of those still looking pretty good for you. Westbound side of the LIE, still waiting for this stalled car to clear out just before exit 30 for the Cross Island Parkway. You are going to be tapping on the brakes through the area there. Grand Central Parkway, though, still looking pretty good, so you could always make your way down to that area instead. New England Thruway southbound, lingering construction closes down a couple lanes. Exit 18A down to exit 16, Route 1, or the Hutch would be your way around it. We were hitting construction northbound by Playland Parkway. That's cleared out. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. Your forecast. What about those beach days? Good morning, everybody. 6:30 on this Monday. It's August 25th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is here looking at Commuter alert. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with the forecast. We know for tennis, we were talking about the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Pretty great.
That's good stuff.
You know, it's a tough time of year. We can have anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Just about. And it's looking good. And today's included. Yes, it is a muggy Monday, at least for now. But by Monday evening, later today, it's going to feel much more comfortable. Right now, it's 70 degrees at Central Park, 68 in White Plains, 65 in Sussex. Notice the last couple of hours, the cold front that touched off some showers and storms through central PA, upstate New York, kind of fizzled out. There may be a few lingering sprinkles, but if you leave your umbrella home, you're good to go. You don't need that. You need the sunglasses, though. We'll see plenty of that. And again, live radar not picking up too much. What we do have, light winds, a lot of humidity, and so we do have some fog, and it's pretty dense in parts of Orange County, Westchester, Fairfield County, also to Nassau and Suffolk County, Monmouth and Ocean County. Some areas visibility is less than 1/8 of a mile, so you may be driving in and out of that this morning. Otherwise, trying to get more of this. That's sunshine as we look from Brooklyn, 77 degrees by 11 a.m. on our way up to 85. So it's a warm one. Tons of sunshine, and as every hour passes, that humidity comes down. Looks great for the evening and overnight. All right, 6:30 right now. Adele, how are things looking for traffic?
Not too great right now, at least not on the Bell Parkway here. Eastbound side remains completely shut down, exit 23 to 24B for accident investigation work both ways through the area. A solid ride, Queens Boulevard, Grand Central, LIE, all much better options for you. Just keep in mind the westbound side of the LIE just before exit 30 for the Cross Island Parkway. Still watching that stalled car taking out a lane. Some taps on the brakes through there. And New England Thruway southbound side, lingering construction closes down 2 lanes, exit 18A to exit 16. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. 6:31 now, and new water problems in Paterson, New Jersey. There's another water main break affecting service.
Say New York's Gabi Acevedo joins us now with a look at how many people are impacted.
38, Marie LaRosa on a Monday morning, giving us a look at the weather.
Yeah, looking pretty good. We have some clouds out there and a good amount of fog, too. So that's our issue in the next few hours. By later this afternoon, warm and dry, that humidity coming down. Beautiful tomorrow, looking really good into Wednesday with that fall feel, but mostly dry for the rest of the week. I'll talk about when it may not be dry coming up in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Also coming up.
Heading on to the rails right now, we've got delays and service changes. 457 Staten Island Railway, ACE and F trains coming up in a few minutes. We're going to break it all down for you, let you know what you need to know before you head out the door. Here's a live look outside right now onto the inbound approach to the Lincoln Tunnel. Darlene, Michael, we've got about 20 to 25-minute delays.
Thanks so much, Adele. And you can watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back.
It's a big day at the Open today. Maria, how's it looking?
Yeah, really, really good. And we've had a number of really good days at the U.S. Open and have several more to go. So, yes, this afternoon, we're going to notice that humidity coming down with each passing hour, especially after lunchtime, between lunch and dinner. You'll definitely notice it. But 1 o'clock, 82 degrees, a lot of sunshine. Don't forget the sunscreen. That sun angle is still really strong. 81 degrees through 6 p.m. At that point, a nice light west-northwest wind, bringing in that drier air. 72 degrees through 11 p.m. But yeah, no rain, no thunder, no lightning to deal with today. We do have this big offshore area of low pressure. This is what unfortunately is keeping the surf zone a little tricky. So high risk of dangerous rip currents today from the Jersey Shore, Long Island City beaches today. Be aware, even though you're going to want to get out of there and enjoy it. We have a cold front. It's touched off a few showers, kind of really fizzled out as they've moved off to the east. Maybe a few sprinkles here in through portions of Hunterdon County. That should be just about it. Not just for today, but the next few. I do see a slight chance to pick up some showers on Friday, and then by Monday into early next week, maybe another chance. But overall, we've got a really good looking week and a really good looking Labor Day holiday shaping up. I'll show you that in the 10-day. In the short term, too, we've been dealing with some pretty dense fog. We see that in parts of Long Island. Islip right now at 67 is because that dew point's all the way up close to that air temperature and the light winds. That is the formula for some fog. That'll give way, though, to sunshine. And of course, with the dew points down near 50 degrees by this afternoon and evening, it'll feel amazing. And then tomorrow, looks like we're going to have a couple hours with dew points in the 40s. So that's sort of that fall feel. All right. You know what's super comfortable? Hugs from this little fella. This is Milo. Our Clear the Shelters campaign continues for the rest of this week. Milo, we're told, is super affectionate, loving, and loves snacks. So if Milo can fit into your family, you think, and we think he does, scan that QR code right there. You can find out more about Milo and other deserving pets who need their forever home. All right, today is 85 degrees, feeling great for summer, and then down to 64 degrees overnight tonight. Still really comfortable tomorrow, up to 80 degrees. Dry skies through the rest of the week for the most part. We'll keep an eye on that off chance of a shower or two, but you can see pretty dry and 70s from the next week and a half. All right, 6:47 now. Adele, delays out there.
Delays and service changes, some big ones actually. First up, 7 trains are partially suspended here. Service will end at Hunts Point. That's because of police department activity. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated on that. Also expect to see some schedule changes with certain trains on your Staten Island Railway. That'll be running until 8 a.m. On top of that, your 4, 5, AC, and F trains. You've got a mix of delays and service changes. And if you are hitting the roads right now, Belt Parkway remains completely shut down eastbound, exit 23 out to exit 24. Solid ride both ways through the area. Grand Central Parkway, Queens Boulevard, or the LIE would be your alternates. And as a reminder, alternate side parking rules and meter rules are also in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you. 6:40.
Wow, fall preview.
Yes, here we go. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It's Monday, August 25th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo, Adelle Caballero, tracking roads and rails and like the turning leaves of a tree in October. Here's Maria.
Like very deep. I love it.
Sands of the time.
Yeah,
it was Days of Our Lives. It was a soap opera. Now we've dated ourselves back
They
about.
were onto something. They were as the world turns.
Right.
Yes.
As the world turns.
There we go.
ahead of their time.
Yeah, good
What?
time.
John, you're here.
Don't pay him any attention. Oh, now he's on a roll.
I feel like I gotta
No.
make some drama here. Weather-wise, not too much drama. It's been pretty quiet. We were watching with the front some showers and thunderstorms several hours. It really kind of has dissipated, so not much out there aside from some clouds. So relatively quiet. It is pretty sticky, and fog has been an issue in spots this morning, really scattered and pretty dense in those areas. But once we get the sun really up and going and we get some of that drier air to come on in, it's going to be nice. 79 degrees by noontime, 85 will be the high with plenty of sunshine. Already much more comfortable when you're talking about humidity this afternoon and evening. Beautiful summer evening. Temperatures right about 72 degrees through 11 o'clock, and we'll keep the clear skies and comfortably cool heading into tomorrow. All right, let's get an update on some of the slow spots and delays out there. Adele, good morning.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning to everyone streaming with us. Now, this is an issue we've been monitoring all morning. Belt Parkway remains completely shut down here on the eastbound side. This is for ongoing accident investigation work. Exit 23 out to exit 24B. As you can imagine, this is causing major backups both ways through the area. You do have alternates, though. You, of course, have your local roadways on top of that. Grand Central Parkway, LIE, even Queens Boulevard would be much better options for you. Also, watch for 7 trains suspended 34th Street to Hunts Point Avenue. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thanks very much. Developing in New
Checking on the weather on this Monday morning. How's it looking, Maria?
Looking pretty great for a Monday in summer. Yes, we've got temperatures that are starting off in the 60s, near 70, some humidity, a few clouds. But by this afternoon, Yonkers, Norwalk, Hempstead, Brighton Beach, and New Brunswick, low 80s and tons of sunshine. I do have some rain potential in the forecast. We'll talk about when so you can time out that holiday weekend and outdoor weather in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Also coming up, a high risk for danger.
Out to the rails, we've got a lot of delays and service changes. 457 ACBQ and Staten Island Railway coming up in a few minutes. We're going to break it all down for you. Let's take a peek outside right now onto the Harlem River Drive by the RFK Bridge. You're watching Today in New York.
Let's check in with Storm Before's LaRosa right now.
Yeah, that rough surf related to Erin a couple of days ago, which, by the way, off the edge of our map here on its way to the remnants of impacting parts of Europe. And then we have Tropical Storm Fernand out in the Atlantic, not going to affect us. So why are we still seeing increased surf? Well, we do have this area of low pressure off the coast that's just enough to keep us from recovering that high surf over the next few days. So that remains high today. Thankfully, this cold front where you see some of the clouds and the speckles of green, some light showers, is pushing that away, because that would definitely be looking like a totally different Monday forecast if we were under that right now. But yes, the high risk of dangerous rip currents today from the Jersey Shore, Long Island, and city beaches. We take it down a notch, though, still moderate levels for tomorrow. So again, please be safe. The weather's going to cooperate and be beautiful. You'll want to be down at the beach as we finish up this last week of August, but pay attention to the flags and the lifeguards, of course. But yeah, today's forecast looking good. Long Island, Jersey Shore, some fog out there this morning, so heads up. Plenty of sunshine. Connecticut today getting into the 80s, even beautiful tomorrow and into Wednesday with temps into the 70s. So the front, along with clouds and showers, bringing that humidity down. It's sticky out there now in the 60s with those dew points. By later today, it's into the 50s. It will feel beautiful. Talk about refreshing tomorrow with dew points in the 40s. Not only just dry with humidity, but also dry skies. The next chance that we see for a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, will be on Friday. As you can see, pretty low chance right now, and that continues, that low chance, even through the holiday weekend. So for now, things are looking really quiet and pretty good for a long weekend. 82 degrees by 1 o'clock as we're starting off near 70 right now. We'll see mid 70s by 9 o'clock as the skies clear, and we get sunshine today, sunshine tomorrow, starting off in the 60s by Thursday morning, starting off in the 50s. So a little bit of that fall feel. And then as we get into the holiday weekend, if we start on Friday, looking pretty good. We'll keep that chance for later in the day. And then into Monday, still in the mid 70s, still dry into early next week. All right, let's get an update on delays out there. Adele, what's the latest?
The latest is we're still juggling a few things out there. Right now, 7 trains are suspended. This is for ongoing police department activity, 34th Street to Hunters Point Avenue. On top of that, you can also expect to see a mix of delays and service changes with your 405 Rockaway Park Shuttle, ACBQ, and Staten Staten Island Railway, so you're definitely going to need plenty of extra time. Heading onto the roadways, I do have a quick update here now. Bell Parkway has been shut down all morning for accident investigation work on the eastbound side. Now just the left lane remains closed off here from exit 23 Sunrise Highway out to exit 24B from Merrick Boulevard. And if you are going to be driving around today, keep in mind alternate side parking rules and meter rules are also in effect citywide. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Adele.
Largest, by the way, jackpot in Powerball history.
It's power of history, and you know, the thing is, it's happening with the U.S. Open, so you can either have skill and athleticism, or you can go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go buy the lottery.
I don't have
Well, we congratulate all winners wherever you are. We also want to thank you so much for streaming with us, and we'll see you on News 4 at 11.
Have a great morning.
Westchester and Fairfield counties, Greenwich now about an eighth of a mile visibility, seeing it from Nassau to Suffolk County and also through parts of Ocean County. You can get a sense from EarthCam that low cloudiness as we look into Brooklyn, and then looking into Nassau County, definitely get a sense of that fog. So keep that in mind the next couple of hours. The sun will get to work, 75 through 10 a.m. And then eventually that humidity comes way down, so super comfortable this afternoon. By 4 p.m., 83 degrees after a high of 85. All right, coming up on 6:01, Adele, what's the latest out there?
Right now, we're still keeping a really close eye on the Bell Parkway. A full closure here eastbound side from exit 23 Sunrise Highway to exit 24B. That's because of ongoing accident investigation work both ways through the area. You're looking at a tight ride. Grand Central, LIE, even Queens Boulevard, better options for you. Just keep in mind LIE westbound just before exit 30 for the Cross Island Parkway. You do have a stalled car taking out a lane. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. Developing now.